Good morning and welcome. Mr. DeMarco, Dr. Allenbaugh, faculty, parents, and distinguished guests. I believe the motto of the United States that bears its name on our nation's seal can be applied to De La Salle as well. Allow me to explain. E pluribus unum is Latin for out of many, one. Out of many schools, there was one which brought all of us together. White, black, rich, poor, Catholic and atheist, book smart and street smart. We were drawn from Fremont to Napa, Richmond to Stockton. We were strangers coming together to get an education. But out of many schools, only one could create lasting friendships. Only one could give us an education that went beyond academics, to teach us about life itself. A Lasallian education that defines the way we live our lives. Out of many schools, only one could become our home. And it was only this one that was ever meant to be our home. I call this school our home because it is. We have all become each other's brother, and I now see the faculty as our guardians. As our teachers, yes, they provided us with the knowledge and skills to further our education, but they have done so much more than that. These people have an unrivaled passion, unlike any other, to teach us about life in ways the average teacher does not. Whether it's Mr. Kelly at the Christmas liturgy, flawlessly singing Mary Did You Know, Mrs. Aquesta Pache, creating and performing her own rap song dedicated to the memories shared in the biology brotherhood that year. Or Mr. Hassett, pouring his heart and soul into a life-altering Kairos talk that taught us that God don't make junk. To the faculty and staff, thank you. Thank you for your dedication and devotion to making us men of faith, integrity, and scholarship. Class of 2017, when I think of our accomplishments, I don't think of traditional achievements. I think of all the things our class has battled and overcome. At the beginning, some of us were lonely and had few friends. I myself had a miserable time in middle school and came here for the sole purpose of starting over to make new friends. And over these past 4 years, we have endured many hardships. Life bombarded us with small obstacles like slipping grades, crushing defeats in our respective sports, or rejection from a girl. And time again, we bounced back. But then relentlessly, life tried to break us down with more significant obstacles. The death of a beloved family member, loss of friends, divorce, or depression. The De La Salle family lost 2 brothers in particular, the beloved Ryan Abley and Mr. Jim Olwell. Personally, I suffered through a crippling depression that started to take away my desire to live. My point is, life has continuously pushed us to our breaking points. Life tried to break us, and it failed. We kept fighting back. Every time we fell to our knees, it was only to watch us rise to our feet again. That, my brothers, is one of our greatest high school achievements. Although many people and places are responsible for giving us the strength and tools we needed to excel, I can guarantee you that De La Salle is one of the most significant. For me, DLS gave me faith. Although my faith was virtually non-existent freshman year, this faith-based education has made my faith the core of my identity. Its teachings, like the priceless life advice from Mrs. McDonald, Mr. Drain, and Mr. Hassett, that strengthened my identity and made me realize the kind of husband, father, and man I desire to be. To all the parents, I know I speak for the entire class when I say thank you for providing us the opportunity to even come here in the first place. Moreover, thank you for staying on top of us when we procrastinated, for teaching us to ask a girl to ball early enough so that she had ample time to find a dress, for driving us through horrendous 680 southbound traffic every day, and finally, thank you for encouraging us to do our best, soaring with us during our highs and being our rock during our lows. 18 years later, we hope we've made you proud. I want to leave you with one final thought. On Kairos, we learned the meaning of the phrase, live the fourth, which alludes to the fourth and final day of that retreat. To live the fourth is to live and love your life the way you did on that fourth day. To be at peace with yourself and everyone else. To be able to see dignity in others and feel dignity in yourself. I believe in taking it one step further. I encourage all of you to not just live out the fourth day of Kairos, but live out the fourth year of your time here at De La Salle. Recognize the extraordinary joy, pride, and love you feel right now. Everything has led to this moment. Regardless of whether you were here from the beginning or entered as a junior, it doesn't matter. We can all set a goal to live the rest of our lives putting into practice what we've learned here. Although we have been told to refer to each other as brothers since before freshman year even began, it wasn't until this year that the term brotherhood began to make sense. The brotherhood is anchored by all the memories we shared together. From SIP, Venever, Junior Retreat, Kairos, and the uncomfortable closeness of the Hoffman lunch line, I can say the brotherhood has been affirmed. It is not a myth. Finally, let us always remember that we are in the holy presence of God. And as Mr. Grain says, let us always remember that we are in the holy presence of each other. We will always be Spartans, and we will always be brothers, both now and forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.